Out towards left center. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie now. Grounded out his first time up. And ball one to the right fielder. Betts, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a runner on the go. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. That one just misses.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Donaldson makes the catch. And there are two down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush.
Now batting,
unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Ken in the box with two gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And they'll do it again. Hodges off of first with two away. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Rudder puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with two out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sutton back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
No ball, two strikes.
And a swing and a miss. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All three pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
That's a
Donaldson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Next pitch is outside. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ricky Henderson. That's towards center. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Back here in
Leading up
LA,
for
we
the
head to
Dodgers,
the bottom of the fifth.
the third
Here's the
baseman,
third baseman,
number 10.
number 10. Late swing fouled off. That one outside.
That pitch is out.
And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
One
He
ball,
got away with
two
one
strikes.
there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one to first. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Jackie
So the batting order
Robinson.
turns over. Jackie Robinson, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Headed down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. That one down the line. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, number
And that's
3,
for LA.
shortstop,
Pee-wee Reese.
Reese.
That clips the zone. It's 0-1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. High fly ball, shallow right field. Sizes this one up, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 2 and the A's 1. Back here at Dodger
Leading off for the
Stadium.
Athletics,
Now it's the
the
second baseman, Eddie Collins. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
And that's a
Ball
check
one.
swing at a ball in the dirt. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Just outside. Full count now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
The pitch. Line drive, base hit. And they have their first hit since the third inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been
Now
anything but fun at the
designated
plate
hitter,
for him, so that one has to feel good. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
No outs, runner at first. And now the DH, Jason Giambi. And he grounds one to the right side. Off-balance feed, there's one. To Hodges, and they turn two.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jimmy Fox.
Next up for the A's, Jimmy Fox. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out. Jose Casado up next for the A's.
Jose
Casado having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Just missed. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swings and misses. Third out, and that ends the frame. So it's no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a big power threat. Duke Snider. Hard hit to third. Handles, throws to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Gil Hodges. Now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher,
Roy Campanella will hit next. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll get down for a hit. The throw into second, and the lead runner holds on at second base.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And fouled off. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Henderson ranging back onto the warning track, and he hauls it in. Runner tags at second.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
now batting,
So up next,
the left fielder,
Matt Kemp. He launched the solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot. If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
And now it's even up. That's to third. Donaldson. They get the force, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the A's 1. Back here at Chavez Ravine, digging in, Reggie Jackson. First
Ball,
pitch
that's
doesn't
out.
find the zone. Movement in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Phillips also throwing. In the air, out towards left center. One away. And now here. Here's the A's catcher, Mickey Cochran. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that one upstairs, ball 1. One down, base is empty. That's ripped. Base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line
Miguel.
drive to the pull side, met it
Tejada.
out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's
Pitching for the
they turn
Dodgers,
things over to the southpaw,
number
Tanner Scott.
66.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And
Scott.
one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
One gone, runner at first. Next to hit, Miguel Tejada. The shortstop takes the ball with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Next offer in there for a strike. And 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Pitch misses. 3-1 now.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Out to center. Snyder settles under it. 2 down. Now the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Scott, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2014. That's outside. And it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. With the tying run on at first, here in the top half of inning number 7.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Two outs. Not close with that one. And now 3-2. Ricky Henderson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Go ahead run on base. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ricky Henderson. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Got him looking. 3rd out. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. Midway in inning. Bottom of the 7th. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. Inside corner. That's a strike. And it's 0-1. Bellinger with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. And Ricky Henderson to grab. 1 down.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Number 10 stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Hunter ready to fire now. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one's deep. And it is out of here. And this place is rocking. It's 3-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now, Jackie Robinson. Ball 1 on a pitch inside.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Now batting, the shortstop, Pee-wee Reese.
2 down, bases empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Pee-wee Reese. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom of the 7th. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Now batting, the 7th
So 2
fielder,
down,
Duke.
and now the center fielder, Duke
Snyder.
Snyder. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Reese coming home. He'll score.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now a chance for Gil Hodges. Fly ball to right. Should have this one. Makes the catch. And that ends the inning. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 4 and the A's 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Evan Phillips.
Now
Well, the best
for the
relievers
Dodgers,
love the opportunity to come
number
in and protect
59,
the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner at third, nobody out. Jason Giambi digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Outside.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tying run at the plate. There's a swing and a miss.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Inside. Yeah, that's ball 2. Now one miss. Fox in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run at the plate. Got him! Huge strikeout there.
the first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Jimmy Fox. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Collins takes his lead at third with 1 away. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Fouled off down the right side. In the air to left center. Snyder sizing this one up. Makes the grab. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 4-3.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Next up for the A's, Jose Casado. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. Misses off the plate. And the count even 1-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's just out.
Next offering is downstairs. Reggie Jackson, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. And the tying run is on base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The right fielder, number 44.
Reggie Jackson
Reggie
up next for the A's.
Jackson.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
One ball.
This one in the dirt. Goes to second. Save! And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. So the tying run at second. That one well upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. On the ground, right side. Robinson throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 4 and the A's 3. On to the bottom of the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Roy Campanella. Base knock center field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Manager out.
Pitching for the
Huey
Athletics.
Street takes over
Number
on the mound.
17.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so
Huey
this is another opportunity
Street.
to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season. You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball,
Now
even
batting,
if it's
left
still in
fielder,
the strike
Matt.
zone, can be tough
Matt.
for hitters to get on top of.
And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
He had him out in front, which
Now
isn't
back,
easy to do
the
against a hitter
designated
like
hitter,
this,
Cody
known for using the entire field.
Bellinger.
Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And there's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's the third baseman. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And he pumps it a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Got him. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 4 and the A's 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Eric Gagne.
And I can't imagine any
Now
save is an
pitching for
easy
the
one.
Dodgers.
You're holding a small lead on the
Number
scoreboard,
38.
and you know those hitters are going to give you the
Eric
best at bats they can. So
Gagne.
it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Mickey Cochran getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. In
That's
the
a ball.
dirt, 1-0. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. Next up for the A's, Miguel Tejada. Looks like a pinch hitter for the A's.
Number 7,
Coco Craft.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
So a change being made at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Al Simmons. And he drops it down the third baseline. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity. And he came through for his club right there.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Donaldson now at the plate.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt. Runners stay put. That's ball 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. And you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
And a sack bunt here. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
He's 2 outs away. Ricky Henderson up next for the A's. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts. That misses. Ball 1. Just
outside, that's a ball.
missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Two on, 1 out. Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth. Get back on track. His team needs him.
Collins swings through it for strike 1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
it safer. Plan on finding love a little later. This came too soon, and I'm not too sure what to make of you. And all of these butterflies suddenly always on my mind. But I stop the flow of emotion, cause I don't know how to control what I'm feeling. It's just going way too fast. Every time you look at me, I can't hold back. But I don't wanna tell you that. It's butterflies. Wouldn't matter every time I try. If I feel into you, I can't deny. I'm breaking all my rules. Have
Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Johnny Cato. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 35.
And up next for Chicago, Frank Thomas.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
And first offering is fouled off. Thomas hitting third in the lineup, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. Now this is in the air down the line. And that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here in Cincinnati, and on the hill, the lefty, number 57. What do we have on him?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
So digging in, Joe Morgan. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one drilled left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Here's the lineup for the Reds. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Johnny Bench.
Well, this club has started to lean on him. He's got 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. So this is a guy, when you need some momentum, got some runners on, you want him at the plate. He's been clutch,
no strike.
and he's been delivering big time.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it in on the run. 2 away down. Tony Perez, the next to hit.
The first baseman.
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in, and that is the third out of the inning. Reds leave one, scoreless after one. Back here at Great American Ballpark, top of the second. Now it's the DH, number 17. That one ripped, but foul. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Slings it across, and quickly one away in the second.
That is it.
Now
the
here is Harold Baines.
Harold Baines.
And there's a strike. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Robin Ventura stands in now and watches strike one. Just missed.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Over to Perez. And the inning is over. So one left for the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second.
Leading off for the
Johnny
Reds,
Bench.
the catcher, Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench did a lot in his career to change the catching position. This guy popularized the one-handed catching stance, which not a lot of guys were using at the time.
Next pitch is outside. Bench used that unique stance, and he had amazing hands and 10 gold gloves to prove it. Check swing called strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 away.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with. But they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there. And really, they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
And Bench was one of the first catchers to use a hinged mid as well. Didn't take long before everybody was using them behind the plate. See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And misses inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that one moves his feet. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Kicks and fires. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Man at first with 1 gone. Reggie Sanders, the next to hit for the Reds. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Runner on the go. Pitch is low. The throw, tag, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Just missed.
2-1.
Right side. Baines makes the catch, inning over. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Number 12. That one fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gap.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch. Shoeless Joe Jackson steps to the plate for the White Sox. There goes the runner.
Jackson.
Fouled off. He was late. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Cato with some left. Runner on the go again. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that's down and away.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skip or something. Get his mind right to get back on track. Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away.
Runner takes off. Lifted in the air out to left. Squeezes it. And that is that. The White Sox lead one, and we are still scoreless. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. This to third. Larkin gone on the play.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Now at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Backed off the plate that time. 1 out, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Goes down looking.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that
Now
outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
So the lineup flips over. Pete Rose will hit next. Lifted in the air, right center field. Baines makes a nice running catch. So they make short work of him there. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 35.
Cato back to work. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these White Sox, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Got him. And 1 out now.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Number 17 takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. 4th inning underway, no score. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. On the ground to the left, De La Cruz. Zips it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
The
First
third
pitch
baseman,
fastball in a great
24.
spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Ventura.
Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Ventura in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Now fly ball to right center. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom 4, in now for the Reds, Joe Morgan.
The second baseman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these Reds definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
George Foster, the next to hit for the Reds. And the first pitch misses for ball one. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Tony.
Dominant performance for him today. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
One down. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. Pitch in the dirt. Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Perez, over 2,500 hits in his career, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. The 1-0. And there's the ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Number 5.
Love how he let that ball travel and trust in his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Johnny Bench, the next to hit for the Reds. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
That's in there. And that's strike 2. Hard ground ball for a base stop. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. And it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So up next, Eric Davis. Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with one gone. That misses the zone. 1-1. Next offering is foul back. Next one misses. 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him on base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Reggie Sanders. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming around third is Perez. He'll score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
First and second, 2 outs. Barry Larkin, the next to hit for the Reds. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Bench at second, Sanders. At first, 2 out of the inning. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Just misses with that one.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches.
They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We played 4. It's the Reds 2 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back.
Leading off
Quite
for
a
the White
pitcher's
Sox,
duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. First pitch, not close.
You know, these White Sox need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Popped in the air, left field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Number 12, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. And he grounds 1 back up the middle. What a stop. Throw to first, and he can't come up with it.
Looked to me like he got on the side of the ball a little too much right there. Maybe a little too casual as well with the throwing motion. And when you don't stay on top of the ball and really get out front and finish with a good release point, it's very easy to lose control of it to either side.
Cato winds and deals.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Shoeless Joe.
Shoeless Joe Jackson steps to the plate for the White Sox. Into center and a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. He hits the wall and hangs on. Great catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
Ready
Reds,
to go for the last
the
half of the
shortstop,
inning.
Ellie
Now, here is Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And
Ball
another
3.
ball.
I got 3-0.
Edging his zone for a strike. 3-1.
Taking all the way on 3-0 right there. And as a hitter, you're saying, why couldn't I get that pitch earlier in the count when I'm looking to swing?
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the
Now
hitter,
batting,
and I'm sure
the
that's
third
going to sit
baseman,
on him for a little while.
Whoa.
You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swing and a chopper out to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now
Next for
batting,
Cincinnati,
second baseman,
Joe Morgan.
Joe
0-2 in this one.
Morgan.
Bouncer to the big hurt. Steps on the bag for one. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Reds 2. Back here in Cincinnati. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Frank Thomas. Right side, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
But it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next is the
Now
designated hitter.
Number 17.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
0-1's the count.
Strike 1. Foul ball there. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Baines in the box again. Takes a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Out towards right center field. Davis trying to get there and makes the grab. And that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, George Foster. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
The next offering misses. And that's ball one. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Wood preparing to come on if needed. Karinchak getting loose as well. The 1-1 is fouled off. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2. And that one upstairs. And it stays fair.
Now batting.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Number 57 is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
new
Chicago.
Pitcher now, Wood.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Tony Perez digs in now. Perez, like most, enjoys hitting here at Great American Ballpark. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's a good sound
Johnny.
coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Now the catcher up to hit, Johnny Bench.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First pitch just misses.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
That's a laser base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. It's 3-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to find. So many positives that led to that knock.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the power speed combo, Eric Davis. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. He elevates that a little bit more. It's definitely out of here.
Now it's the right fielder, Reggie Sanders. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Bench, the lead runner out at second. Davis at first with no outs. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off. down. On strikes he goes. One gone here.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and put it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
Hit in the air out to center field. On his way in. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
So digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. And that's downstairs and outside.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. 2 aboard, 2 outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Headed towards the corner. And he dropped it. So that's a foul ball, and he gets another chance at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Reds 4 and the White Sox nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman, Robin Ventura.
Cato back to work. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
In the air to left down the line. Settles under it. And there's 1 away.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ordonez stands in now and watches strike 1. A little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the White Sox catcher. Swinging a foul straight back.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner at first with 2 away. So up next for Chicago, Ray Durham. Hit on the ground to the right side. They get the force. That ends the frame. So 1 left for the White Sox. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. James Karinchak. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Pete Rose. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
The batter, number
Perfect
8.
execution of that
Second
curveball
baseman,
down
Joe
and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Joe Morgan, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one for strike one. Karinchak goes 6 feet 3 inches, 29 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick back in 2017. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
One down, base is empty. And that one a little below the knees. And the count is even, 2-2. Swings and lifts one to deep center field. That ball's carrying. And gone! He made him pay for that one. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-zip.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games. And it probably won't be the last. Gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of
it. Base is empty, 1 away. In now for the Reds, George Foster. Swing and a miss.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. And that's a little high. That one not close. And that's ball 3. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
So man aboard, Tony Perez getting ready to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
Strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
They say you win.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a good eye there. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The catcher, number 5.
Johnny Bench, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Eric Davis.
Eric Davis, the next to hit for the Reds. He's a guy who does it all. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Here comes the manager out of the dugout.
Pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm, number 15.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And now Reggie Sanders. That's back there. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Shoeless Joe Jackson now at the plate.
Fielder, Shoeless Joe Jackson.
On the ground, right side. Morgan. On to first.
Oh.
First out in the top of the 8th.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
That's a base hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike. Man at first, one away. Battling here as he fouls it away. And 1-2.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
The throw to third. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Now batting, number 17.
Next is the designated hitter. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Up and in. 1-0. And that one missing low.
2 balls, no strikes.
Next offering upstairs. And they're all loaded up.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Baines in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Ripped on a line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He'll score the sac fly. It's 6-1.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time off they'll find a hole.
And that one sliced foul. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're at the top of the 8th. Into the outfield, base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time, he scores. It's 6-2.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And next to hit for the Sox, Mauricio Ordonez. Outside, and it's 1-0. And that is out of play. Ground ball up the middle. Morgan on to first. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Reds 6 and the White Sox 2. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And
the
now,
designated
Barry
hitter,
Larkin.
Barry Larkin.
Gets the call. It's 0-1. Next offering is fouled back. This one in the air. Thomas brings it in. And there's one down. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. Over 3 with 3 strikeouts.
De La Cruz.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the
0-1's the
plate.
count.
3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that drops in for a strike. In the air, left side, Ordonez. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Pete.
Next to hit,
Rose.
Pete Rose.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Right through there for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws across the diamond. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Reds down in order. They lead it 6-2. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, number 12. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Oh, nothing too
Now
fancy
back,
on the
the
strikeout
second
pitch right
baseman.
there. Just a low 90s fastball.
Sure.
I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
0-1's the count.
Batting with 1 down, takes a strike. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, but the defense worked behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning. Well, I think that's a case
Now
of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That one hit to right. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. The White Sox down to their final strike. Fastball is outside. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And the batter will be the shortstop. Here comes the skipper. Number 94 gets the call from the pen.
94.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated
0-1, no
ERA.
strike.
Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Jackson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 35.
And up next for Chicago, Frank Thomas. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Smash to the left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd.
Nice sweep in this series, and you continue playing at home. Everything feels good right now This is the type of run that you can put together a nice long winning streak. We'll see if they're able to do it in the next game.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Enter the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power.